Hello friends, today I am going to be cover in this video overview of Appium inspector and how to find the element using Appium inspector. These are the two sections I have to cover in this video. Okay, let's open Appium inspector first. So click on start server. The server is running. Okay, here you can find the search icon, right, which is start inspector session. Click on this search icon. You will be get the start session separate window. Now you can see this session window has opened. So here you have to set this set capabilities information. Okay, so what is this one? So which APK file you are using in which device, those information, it is called as decide capabilities. Okay, so already I mentioned in notepad. Okay, you just copy this information, which is platform name, version, device name, automation name and app. There we can find APK. I'm going to be show you this Uber APK file. Okay, I just copy and go inside this session section. Here click on this edit icon. So it should be the curved bracket here. Inside you can paste over this information. Okay, click on save. So once you have to click on the save, this capabilities information, it will be updated here. Okay, you can see. Now click on start session. Once click on start session, the Appium session is started running. It's going to be install APK file inside emulator. Okay, so I'm going to be show you how the application APK file it is installed inside emulator. Okay, so once install this APK file, automatically it will be launch the application and it will be captured inside Appium inspector also. Okay, so whenever you are working in your company, what you have to do, you will be get APK file from developer. Either you will be install APK file through Play Store app. Okay, so already I covered how we can install APK file using Appium and how we can install APK file using by programmatically. Those already I covered. You just go through my previous video. Okay, so now this Uber Eats application installed successfully. Next it is going to be open this application. Okay, the application is start to opening. The what screen you have seen inside emulator, the same screen will be captured inside Appium inspector. Okay, so the Appium inspector and as well as emulator acting as a look like mirror. Fine, now you can see what screen you have seen in emulator, the same screen the inspector has captured here. Okay, this is Appium inspector. So here I have to cover the first of all overview of Appium inspector. Here you can find different element, right? So how we can find the element? Before finding the element, first you have to understand what is the use of this option. Okay, so the first one is select element. Using the select element option, you can able to find the element locator. Okay, here you can find the text and as well as button, correct? So here if you want to find this locator for this button, what you have to do, you have to click on this select element option. Once you have to click on, you can see the background color should be blue. Okay, so based on that you can identify, okay, this option already selected by user. Got it? Now you can move the cursor in which option, which element you are going to be find the locator. So now I am going to be find the locator for this button. Click on this button. Then you can see attribute value for this get started button has displayed on the right side. Fine, here you can see text is get started button, resource ID is start button. Okay, the same way if you want to find locator for this text which is start accepting orders, so again what you have to do, you have to click on this start accepting order text. Then you can find the right side text, it should be appear what is the attribute value. So based on this, which locator you are going to be use it in your program, whether text or resource ID, you have to prefer whatever you want, whether index number. Okay, so this is the purpose of using this select element. Okay, next is swipe by coordinate. So using this option you can able to swipe up and down, you can able to perform inside mobile application. Okay, so now I cannot able to show you inside this Uber Eats application. Okay, whenever come to that screen I will show you. Okay, so once you have to click on this swipe by coordinate, you have to click this point. Okay, you can pull down here. So based on that it will be up and down, it will be performed in your mobile application. Got it? So this is the purpose of using of this swipe by coordinate. Got it? Next is tab by coordinate. So if you want to click the button, then you can use this tab by coordinate. For example, what I have to do, I have to click on tab by coordinate. Okay, you can see this plus icon, correct? So now I am going to be click on this get started button. Okay, before I want to show you the same screen you can see inside emulator. Okay, now I am going to be perform the action inside inspector. So now what I have to do, I am going to be click on this get started button. Click get started button. So it started loading. The same action will be happen inside the emulator also. Okay, see it started loading. Got it? So either you can able to perform action inside the emulator, it will be reflected inside Appium inspector. The same what action you have to perform inside Appium inspector, the same will be reflected inside emulator. Got it? It started loading. So now you can see in emulator we have seen this screen which is enter the email address, the text box, correct? But the same screen does not captured inside Appium inspector, correct? So in that case what you have to do, you just see this refresh icon, this round circle, right? This is the refresh. You have to click on this refresh button. It will be capture the recent screen what we have seen inside emulator. Got it? Now you can see the recent screen has captured by Appium inspector. Got it? Again, if you want to move back to the home screen, you can see this icon, back icon, right? You have to click on this button. It will be moved to the beginning screen, right? So if you want to click on this get started button, it go to the next screen. If you want to come back here, you have to click on this back button. Got it? So whatever action you have to perform, the same will be captured in emulator also. Okay, so here you can again you have to refresh this screen. That time it will be reflect the same screen inside Appium inspector. Got it? So now I have maximized this Appium inspector. Next you can see this start recording. If you want to recording this one, you have to click on this recording one. Okay, so now we are inside email address screen. Okay, so already we are moved from home screen to the next screen. Again I have to move back to home screen. For that what I have to do, I just show you. Here you can see in emulator I have seen the same screen and as well as the Appium inspector also, correct? So in this case, either you have to click on this back icon inside emulator, it will be moved to home screen, or else you have to try from Appium inspector. If you click on this back arrow icon, it will be moved to home screen. Okay, what I have to do, I just click on this back arrow mark inside Appium inspector, it will be moved to home screen. So first it will be reflected inside emulator, then it will be captured the screen inside Appium inspector. Got it? So now we have seen the same screen in both of this window, correct? Now I have to maximize this Appium inspector. Here I'm going to be find the locator for this element. Okay, how we can do that? Here you can find, click on this search for the element, the search icon. Here only with the help of this one we can able to find this locator for this one. Okay, so here first I am going to be find the locator for this get started button. Okay, here what I have to do, click on this get started button. Before you have to select this element, then move the cursor inside get started button. The right side you will be get all the attribute value. So here you can find I can get text and resource ID. Uh, this two attribute is exactly matching with this get started, right? So it will be matching or not, we have to check inside this search for element option. Okay, here what I have to do, you have to click on this. Here you can see after click on this search for element, you will be get on pop-up box. Here you can find locator strategy drop down, right? So click on this drop down. Here you can find different types of locator is available. If you want to find using by ID, you can select ID. If you want to find XPATH or name or class name, the different locator option is available. Here I'm going to be select XPATH option. Okay, using XPATH option, I'm going to be check whether the text or resource ID exactly matching with this get started button or not. I'm going to be check now. Okay, here I'm just closing this one. First of all, you have to copy this resource ID. Okay, so here what I have to do is just open this notepad. Normally how we can write the XPath in Selenium. So if we have to do like manner, right? ID equal what I have to do, this name, correct? This is the pattern we are following in Selenium. So what is the pattern we are following inside Appium? So here I'm going to be use the XPath in Appium. In that case, you have to use this forward slash put star. Okay, next you have to put annotation, sorry, inside annotation which locator you are going to be use. Here I am going to be use resource ID, correct? Resource ID. In that case I am going to be type as resource ID. Then you have to paste over this value. Okay, so this is the pattern we should follow in Appium inspector. Now I created XPath for this get started button. I'll just copy this XPath. Okay, click on the search for element. Here you should select XPath option. In this inside the selector text box, what you have to do is just expand this one, paste over here. Okay, now I'm going to be click on search whether it will be matching or not. I'm going to be check. So the matched element is 1, it is displayed. When you have to click on this element ID, you can see this is look like UID. Okay, so you have to click, it will be the get started button will be highlighted here, correct? So now this resource ID exactly matching this get started element, right? So I'm going to be try with the other option also, which is text. Okay, again back to this notepad. Here I have to follow this contains. Okay, contains text get started. Okay, so this is the pattern, correct? So here you can see text is get started one. If you want to see here, see get started, correct? So already we checked the resource ID, it is matching. So next I am going to be try next text attribute. Okay, this is the value which is get started. So now I just copy this pattern which is get started text pattern, click on the search for element, again expand this selector, remove this one, paste over this contain text, click on search. This optional, this attribute also finding this get started button, click on this one, it will be highlighted here, correct? So if you want to search this text also, what I have to do, have to again click on the select element, mouse over this start accepting order text. You can see the right side the text resource ID has been displayed. Okay, so what I have to do, I just following the same pattern, which is copy this text. Again I have to create one more XPath for the text. So now I just copy this one, click on the search element, already it was selected by XPath option. you just expand the selector, paste over here, click on search, click on this give ID. You can see it will be highlighted the start accepting order text. It will be exactly matching this attribute and this element, correct? Next I'm going to be try the same look like resource ID. You should copy from here, okay? The same star, you can give resource ID. So now I have to copy this one, click on the search icon, paste over here, okay? Click on search, click on this ID, it will be highlighted. So now we are done for the XPATH for both element, which is get started also it is supporting text and resource ID, and as well as this start accepting orders text also will be supported by text and resource ID attribute, okay? So this is the way you should find the locator for this element, okay? Thank you guys.